Hello my friends, so here we are again to another session in which I have channeled the Galactic Federation, and in this session the Galactic Federation has shared information pertaining to the queries which I had placed in the session. Specifically, the query which I had placed is about how higher density beings they manifest their reality, okay? Because I had received a lot of queries from many of you who watch the channel and regarding how to actually manifest reality, how the higher density beings, who are at the fourth density, who are at the fifth density and sixth density, they do it. So here we go again with the explanation of how they do it in the session, and it's a beautiful explanation, okay? Let me tell you, it's very simple, but I think most people, they find it difficult to apply it because it requires a lot of self-control. The method is explained in the session. It's very simple to apply it. And the other thing that I have asked about is the types of souls who have incarnated on the Earth planet, okay? And in this session, what the Galactic Federation has given us is how do we know which type of soul we are? Now, from previous sessions, we already know that there are certain souls known as the Wanderers, the Star Seeds, etc. But in this session, Galactic Federation describes it in different terms, in terms of experience, okay? In terms of young souls, in terms of middle experienced souls, and then there is the highly evolved and experienced souls. So if you want to find out which type of soul you are, you can do it. Firstly, you will need a pen and paper, and then the explanation is given in the session. If you listen to it, you can apply it, and at the end of the video, I'll give you an example of how to apply it. So before the session begins, I want to say a big thank you to all of you for liking the video, as it helps to reach out to people who need it at this time. So here's the session, my friends. Enjoy it.
We are the Galactic Federation, now in communication through this channel's vibration. We are communicating through the silence within the mind space of this channel, who has allowed this communication to occur in the form of internal communication of thought forms. As such, the thought forms are being transmitted from our location in the Saturn planet to the location of the instrument in the Earth planet. We, as the Galactic Federation, before our communication proceeds any further, we would like to warn each entity who shall come in contact through our message today to use internal judgment of your inner heart, and only judge and accept those thought forms which provide you with resonance, since there is resonance within the truth that you hear, and only the facts which you resonate with may be accepted to be factual. Today's query, which are in the mind space of this instrument, pertains to how the higher density beings are capable of manifesting or creating their reality. In this regard, we, as the Galactic Federation, would like to state that there are several processes which can be used by a being of fourth density, fifth density, and sixth density to create and manifest the types of desires they have in their mind complex. And the process is simple: to just allow firstly the types of thought forms and the energetic vibrations of the desire to fully engulf the mind complex, and allow this vibration to transport to a bodily complex, which will then allow it to transport such a vibration and energetic signature to the soul complex, leading to the creation of a timeline and the attraction towards such a vibration in that timeline. As all manifestations are the nature of energy and vibration, therefore, all such manifestations performed by higher density beings derive an understanding of the silence of the mind as well as the power of each thought form. Higher density beings above the fourth density are conscious enough to fully realize the impact of a single thought form inside their minds. Even a single word or an image has a certain energetic signature, which, if focused upon by the awareness of the self, will allow such vibrations to be transported to the bodily and the soul complex, leading to the creation of such a timeline. As such, the higher density beings, as referred to by this instrument and by your people, are masters of their own thought forms. They are able to enter into the depths of silence and choose the types of thoughts, words, and images which allow such entities to experience the energy of the future, which they want to manifest in this timeline. This is the best way for such entities to select the energy which they want to create, and focusing their complete awareness or their beingness on that energy will recreate such an energy vibration upon the illusion complex upon which they reside. This is the only way used by beings of a higher density to manifest or create what they want in the illusion complex. By focusing their attention completely on the energy of the thing desired or manifested will allow such a manifestation to occur, as it is the law of the logos upon which you find yourself in. The universal sub-complex which created this galaxy has created this law of energy for manifestation purposes in order to allow the people of your planet as well as other entities who were residents of this galaxy and who are residing in this galaxy to learn such a process of energy manipulation for the creation of their desires. The other query which this instrument has placed pertains to the types of souls who have incarnated on the Earth planet. In this regard, today we as the Galactic Federation would like to share information pertaining to a deeper understanding of the nature of your soul, as well as the greater understanding of the types of souls who may find this information to be of aid in this transition to the fourth density vibration of love and compassion. There are three types of soul from our vantage point as can be seen upon the Earth planet. The young souls, who are the souls who are firstly incarnated on the Earth planet without having much experience. These souls are here in order to learn how to stay in the present moment without entering into timelines in their minds. And the other aspect is to learn how to manipulate energy for the purpose of creation and manifestation as a creator or sub-creator in the illusion complex. These young souls may incarnate on the Earth planet and find themselves in situations which may be hostile for their experience, as they become imbalanced very fast. Based upon the catalysts, they are also reacting constantly to the outside world, and because of their reactions they face a large number of catalysts emerging not only from their bodily reactions but also from other entities who are surrounding them, and also from the emotional states of consciousness which they are not able to balance. These entities struggle the most with the purpose of staying in one timeline, especially that of the present moment, as their mind is completely imbalanced. Their consciousness projects into their thought forms, and they are easily drawn by thought forms of negativity, fear, problems, etc. Thereby, even during their waking daytime, they are dwelling inside another thought form's energetic patterns, as the energy has dragged them towards such a timeline. Furthermore, these young souls find it hard to stay in the present moment in the timeline they find themselves in without dwelling into the other timelines in their mind complex. There are the second types of souls, who are known as the middle developed souls. These souls primarily are found upon the Earth planet, who are those souls who are trying to learn how to create their reality, how to stay in the present moment, and how to manipulate energy. These are the souls who are in large number in the Earth planet at the current time, and these are the souls who are highly interested in such messages which will help them to understand their purpose in this timeline. These souls are always trying to meditate and enter into a space experience of one timeline. This means that such souls are trying to remain in a timeline without accessing the energies of other timelines in their mind complex. These souls usually meditate and try to improve their inner environment instead of the outside environment, because they understand on a unconscious level that the connection of the internal is greater than the connection of the outer world, as only when the internal world is fixed will the outside world reflect the same signature of vibration. The other types of souls are known as the old souls or the experienced souls. These souls usually appear in the form of wanderers and teachers upon the Earth planet. However, in the beginning portion of their incarnation, they are also not able to fully learn their lessons, and they are in the process of remembering. Hence, they may seek guidance from other teachers or other entities for remembering who they truly are. And once they remember who they truly are, they are able to fully stay in the present moment without entering into any timelines in their minds. The other aspect is they become masters of manipulating energy and creation, and because of the emotional control they have learned, they are also able to balance their reactions to the outside world. This creates a type of distortion of energy vibrations that they are manipulating using their imagination as well as other energetic signatures to create the type of timeline. These souls, if they are able to use the silence of the mind with the energy of the future or an imagination sequence, can influence all other entities of middle and young developed souls. Since these entities have large number of experience in other timelines, they are able to control themselves for obtaining a greater understanding of the nature of reality. Therefore, we can suggest one exercise for the purpose of finding and training your consciousness to realize whether you are a young soul, a mediumly developed soul, or an old, experienced soul. The process is simply to take a pen and paper and for a portion of your space-time, just give complete attention to your inner state, to your internal thought forms, and to your inner voices, and become conscious of the types of images, the words, and the thought forms which take you into a spiral of their energetic timeline. And write down the first thought form which emerges in your mind. As you observe your thought forms, you will find out which thought form is capable of dragging you into the energy vortex of their timeline. And when you are able to become conscious, you will then begin to regain the power from your thought forms, from your obsessive compulsive entry into different timelines in your consciousness. You will then become conscious and you will have the choice to choose to stay in the present moment. This exercise is highly aided in the process of allowing you to access the energies of infinite intelligence, to allow you to access the present moment, and allow you to remember and to awaken fully. Those entities of a old soul nature will find it very easy to accomplish this aspect, as they are in control of their mind. However, the entities of the young soul will find it very hard to stay in the present moment, as they will be dragged by every single thought form into their timeline spiral. The same can be said for the middle, experienced souls. Therefore, we, as the Galactic Federation, are now going to disconnect in love lives of the One Creator. Bye.
So now, my friends, after watching the session, I hope you learned a lot. So the first thing, which is explained in the session is about how higher density beings manifest their reality. And what I found really interesting was the process is very simple. Okay, what they do is they are the higher density beings. They are capable of choosing the type of thought forms which they will entertain in their mind. So they will only choose the type of thought form which will allow them to access the energy of the timeline they want to experience. And they will not choose a timeline which is, they will not choose the energy of a timeline. So what we do is, we also have fears, and our brain is thinking negative stuff as well. So they don't have that, because they are able to control themselves. They have become able to master their own inner self, and they can focus on one direction. And with that kind of focus, nothing can stop them, I think. Okay, they can easily manifest whatever they want. So basically the process is simple, is to focus on the energy of the thing that you want to manifest, like you already have it. So if you focus on that, like using your imagination, you can experience the energy of how it feels like. Using images or thought forms of already having it, you can feel the energy. And then if you don't have the opposing energy, like negative thought forms, which like sometimes they cancel out our previous energy. So if that doesn't happen, then there is a very high likelihood that you are also going to manifest your desire very fast. So this is a simple process that they have explained. The other thing that I asked was about the types of souls. Now in this session, what they said is there are types of souls such as the young souls. The young souls are those souls who are primarily influenced. They are easily influenced by outside world. Okay, now the young souls, they are reacting, they are sometimes overly reactive to situations. They are not able to control their reactions. They are emotionally imbalanced many a times, and then they're also not able to stay in the present moment. Pretty much what they meant was they are unconscious to what's happening in the world. And the other types of souls are the medium awake souls. Now these souls are the types of souls who are on the process of refining their experience of balancing themselves, becoming present, becoming conscious of whatever is unconscious within their own self. And these types of souls are, as stated by the Galactic Federation, many of you who are watching these sessions, okay? And I think I may also fit into this category, because I'm also trying to learn how to stay in the present moment, how to sharpen my abilities, how to become conscious more and more, and how to balance the emotional state. So we are all learning that through our sessions and through other videos as well. And this is what they said about the medium awake souls. They are more interested in learning about how to balance themselves, about energy, about present moment. They're more interested in that. The other type of souls are the old souls, or the highly awake souls. And these souls have gained a large number of experience throughout the various cycles in timelines. And also because of that, they are in the process of remembering. Now, many of the souls, they have already remembered, and they have become like teachers, people who are able to teach other people. Like we have many spiritual leaders. I think they are old souls who are able to master energy work and master the present moment. Okay, this is what they said. They are able to become conscious, like extremely conscious of what is going on inside, and that way they are able to control themselves. The other thing that Galactic Federation revealed is that we can actually find out if we are an old soul or a young soul. Okay, very simple process is you need to take a pen and a blank paper. You just write down, just take out some time from your day, and then let's say I'm going to focus on this exercise for 5 minutes every day. So what I will do is I'll just sit down with my eyes open, and then I'll just become conscious of my thoughts. Okay, I'll just become conscious of what kind of thoughts actually like they take me into their timeline. Okay, what that means is sometimes people may be awake, but they are still in a different timeline. They are thinking inside their mind about something else. Okay, they are constantly in a different energy, different timeline. So which thought form, I have to become conscious of which thought form can do that, right? Which thought form is dragging me into that timeline. So this requires extreme consciousness. And then what you do is, even if you have a single image, you just write it down. So whatever, if you have a single image in your mind, you write it down. If you have a single word in your mind, so write it down. And then, as you begin to do this, you begin to become conscious of what are the specific thought forms, images, or words which are, taking you from the present moment, which are taking you into their timeline, okay? Taking you from this moment, which is magical moment. And this exercise improves your ability to stay in the present moment. So I think, this is a wonderful exercise, and this will help you if you do it. So I'm going to do this exercise because I think it's very useful. So until we meet again, my friends, I just want to say thank you to all of you for watching the video, and thank you to all of you for supporting me on Patreon, where I have reached almost 200 plus sessions on Patreon. And then I just want to say big thank you to all of you for sending requests for past live sessions. The email is over here. The other thing I want to say is, I want to say big thank you to all of you for downloading the PDF, which is freely available, of the transcripts of the first quarter. If you want to read it, it's freely available. So with that being said, see you in the next session, my friends. Thank you.